can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations. And with his passion, he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
3-on-3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Portland, not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us, through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support. Thanks.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up. A real triple threat from the high post.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson comes with a double team. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. A pull-up. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Curry.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
It'll count.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances.
And the first half is now in the books. Trailblazers lead by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And now the third quarter about to get going.
We're seeing the Warriors unable to defend against Lillard.
10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Now here's Lillard. Lopez. And that's collected by Bogut.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Got that one up quick. Matthews has got 11 points.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Iguodala, no good.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him. It's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
Warriors trailed by 7. Outside for Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Nobody near Lillard. Lopez dishes to Batum. Lillard against Curry. Lillard attacking. No luck. Good D by Lee.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. Lee is screen on Batum. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. Off the screen, Batum grabs the miss. And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. And now he can get that three off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, what an incredible weapon to have on offense. Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Curry attacking. The pass to Lee. There's the bucket. Good. Lee's got 6.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Matthews, no one around him. Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's his first personal foul.
Damian Lillard drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
From deep, Iguodala. Out to Thompson. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Bogut the pass to Curry. Curry with another miss. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as the 2-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona. He plays the game with tremendous confidence. An assassin's mentality and his disposition has really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team. Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the second half. You look at the percentages, good numbers.
Just what the pharmacist prescribed. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they keep it up.
Bogut with a screen on Lillard. Curry with a wide-open look. Offline with his three.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Thompson. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
All right, Doris. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing. Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending, deflected away.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
24 seconds.
Warriors trail by 7. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish. Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if they're going to continue to play defense like that.
And Batum kicks to Lillard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Thompson for the triple. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Here's Bogut. Pass to Thompson. Iguodala outside. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Lillard outside. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 6. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
On its way from Curry for 2. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.